Hi, I'm Deej, and I wanted to offer you a simple embodied practice or meditation that I've found useful to give me a sense of groundedness and to get my awareness back into my body. So let's do it, and then talk about why such a practice might be useful or why it might be of interest to you. So what I would like you to do first is to either stand up and get a sense of what's under your feet, or stay sitting. And if you're sitting, bring the weight of your body forward onto your sit bones and feel for what's under your butt, what's under your sit bones, and what's under your feet. And so either way, feeling for what's under you and for the fact that gravity is exerting just the right amount of pressure down through your body and through the floor towards a point on the planet. And then shift the weight of your body over to one side. So if you're standing, shifting the weight of your body over onto one foot until that foot is completely holding the weight of your body. If you're sitting, shifting the weight of your body over onto one side, onto one sit bone, while intending to still get a sense of verticality. So there's sort of an axis or a line through your body which would continue down through the center of the planet. And then what I want you to do is very slowly breathe in and start to shift the weight of your body while paying attention to that center line of the body, noticing where it's at. And when you get to what feels like the center line, start to exhale. Completing the exhale when the weight of your body feels like it's completely on the other foot or the other side of the body. So it goes like this. Breathing in as you shift the weight of your body towards the midline. Breathing out as you shift the weight of your body towards the other side. Keeping your focus, keeping your curiosity on where the midline, where the axis through your body down to the center of the planet seems to be, noticing how the muscles and the bones and the tendons and your pelvis and your legs need to shift as you move the weight of the body from one side to the other. And then shifting the weight of the body back to center, in the sense of center. Just a few moments to be present. Nothing you need to do. So why might you do a practice like that? A practice where you're breathing and moving and bringing your awareness to the way your body moves as it shifts weight from one side to the other. Well, a couple of reasons. There are 5 main tools that we can use to bring awareness into the body, but also to regulate the body, to change the state of the body or what you're experiencing through the body. And those tools are breath, movement, placement of awareness, sound or vibration, and touch. And when we combine a number of those, so in this case we were moving, we were breathing, and we were placing our awareness. So that's 3 of those 5 tools. When we combine a number of those tools, it's harder to be distracted. It's harder for your awareness to be somewhere else, to be in your thinking or to be outside the body or in busyness or in doingness, because there's a lot to coordinate. So it just brings awareness into the body. And so when I was started meditating and people instructed me just to place my awareness, it was really challenging for me. But once I brought movement in, it was my way into the body. It made it a lot easier for me. Why bother? Why bother doing meditations or embodied practices about shifting the focus of your awareness into the present moment? Well, there are lots of reasons, and there's nothing new about it. They've been spoken about for thousands of years. But since the development of the fMRI machine, scientists have been able to get scientific reasons for why these sort of practices might be useful. And there's a medical doctor in the US called Daniel Siegel who's been studying this, and what he found is that when people regularly spend time meditating or bringing their awareness into the present moment, in this case into the present moment through the body, we get more neurons in this part of the brain. We get more brain matter here in what's called the mid-prefrontal cortex. And that part of the brain governs a number of our sort of higher capacities. So, for example, the mid-prefrontal cortex governs empathy, intuition, attuned communication, fear modulation. So our ability to be in the world and to be navigating between senses of safety and less safety without being derailed by it. The mid-prefrontal cortex governs emotional balance. So our capacity to be with a full range of emotional experiences in our bodies and through our bodies without being derailed by them. Governs morality, governs insight. So some really, really useful things to develop, to have more of. And when I first read that research by Daniel Siegel, I was sort of blown away, because what occurred to me was like, wow, fear modulation, body regulation, intuition, empathy, attuned communication. These are all wonderful things for intimacy. And I thought, wow, so by doing embodied practices, I can develop my capacity for intimacy. So I can develop my capacity to intimacy by myself. I don't actually need another human being present to do that. I can certainly do it with another human being, and that's wonderful and useful, but there are all sorts of infinite practices that we can all be doing by ourselves that are going to further develop our capacity to be in these bodies and be in this world in a way that we've got more awareness, more choice, and more vibrancy, more sort of vibration or thriving in there. process of living. So let's, how about we do a couple more shifts. And I'll leave you to keep going with your embodied practice.